Hello, Magic English 8 here. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope they are helping you improve in your listening by watching and repeating with my listening playlist on my channel. Today I am with you with another unit of our book for listening, Tactics for Listening Basic. And as we have covered 11 of the units before, today we are heading for Unit 12, talking about prices. So our talk today mainly concerns prices, money, and numbers related to that. And if here I just go to the word list, Unit 12 of Tactics for Listening, and the topic is prices. We are talking about money, prices, listening for numbers, for details, and of course for gist of the idea, listening for comparisons, and saying large numbers, which could be kind of tricky for some learners. But in the getting ready part, we have some talk about prices, and you're expected to be able to read these prices. So how do you read this one? This is the symbol for cent, and this is the symbol for dollar. So this one, 75 cents, plural. And this one, $1,500, or simply $1,500. How much is it? $9, $20, or $20. And I will write these words for you. $140 and $500. Okay, so let me write down these words for you. The words are, and here I got some ideas for talking about cents for you. So I just talked about bucks. Buck is the informal word meaning dollar. So 20 bucks, 9 bucks, 10 bucks, whatever, that is dollars. But talking about cents, we got this 85 cents with the C after. We got this one, dollar, but this is 0.85, which again means 85 cents. If we didn't have this one, then it would be $85. Or write it down, 85 cents. And bucks we talked about, and nothing else. Just here I told you 1,500, which is not difficult. Now, for the sake of speaking, you can use this part to talk about and compare prices in America and prices in your city or your country. A movie ticket in America on average costs $9. However, in my country, and then you can continue the talk, or a newspaper in America costs about $3, but in my country it costs, for example, far cheaper. It could be around 50 cents in my country. So this is how you can employ this part in order to develop your speaking. Without further ado, my dear friends, we will go to listening 1. People are talking about prices. Listen and just write down the price of each item. Okay, number 1 is done for you.
Unit 12. Prices. Page 46. Track 19. Listening 1. 1.
Can I help you?
Yes.
I will repeat it afterwards for you. Just now concentrate on the price.
How much are these shoes?
They're on sale. Let's see. They're $55.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to try them on?
No thanks.
Okay, if you want to give me a short summary of that, because we already know the price is $55, please pause the video here and give a short summary. The summary could be something like this. The guy is asking about the price of shoes, and they are $50 and they are on sale, but he is not going to buy them. He is not going to try them on.
2.
How much is this computer?
It's on sale for $1,899.
$1,899?
Do you want to buy it?
That's okay. I'm just looking.
So the price, could you write it down? So the price was kind of big, and that was just $1 shy of 1900. $1,899, and the symbol of the dollar. Yeah. So we say it is just $1 shy of 1900. Just $1 shy of 1900. Just $1 shy of 1900 dollars, I mean. Shy here means that it is short of. Shy of or short of. Just $1 shy of, just $1 short of $1,900. Okay, that is too pricey. Later on, we will listen to this part again, and I will talk about all these words.
3.
This tie isn't bad. How much is it?
It's $36.95.
$36.95? Well, maybe I don't really need a tie. Thanks anyway.
So, he's asking about the price of tie, and that is $36.95. He thinks it is too high. So he says, maybe I don't need a tie. What about the shorts?
4.
These shorts are nice, aren't they?
Yes, and they're only $26.95. Do you want to take them?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay, how much are they? $26.95. And they're gonna buy. So, I will talk about the grammar. Just be with me.
5.
How much are these earrings?
They're only $14.25.
They're nice. I'll take them.
Okay.
So, the earrings, $14.25. Yeah, I was not listening. Honestly, I was not listening to the prices. But she's gonna take them.
6.
That camera looks interesting. How much is it?
It's on sale. It was $145, but now it's only $125.
Well, I'll think about it.
And the camera, still she's thinking about it. $125, and that is the reduced price. Yeah? Okay, that was not very difficult. One more time, let's listen. I'll pause it. Please repeat with me, okay? If you want the listening to come into your speaking, one of the ways is to repeat. And little by little, these sentences become yours. So please repeat with me.
1.
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
Yes. How much are these shoes?
How much are these shoes? So the question for price, how much is it? How much are they? How much, he says, are these shoes? And the singular for that, for example, how much is this newspaper? Of course, newspaper price is on the top, but anyway, how much is it? How much are these? How much are these shoes?
They're on sale.
They're on sale. They're on sale. Yeah, they're on sale. And be careful. We have this word meaning sale, and we have this word meaning sale. So this sale is talking about boats. You go sailing on your boat, but this one is for the price. If you want to have a clear image of these two words, sail. This is sail, S-A-I-A. But this one is sale, reduced prices, yeah? So that is the story. Sale, sale. And the pronunciation is exactly the same. They're on sale.
Let's see. They're $55.
They're $55.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to try them on?
Do you want to try them on? Do you want to try? Sorry. Try them on. It could be singular and try it on. So do you want to try it on? Do you want to try them on because it's shoes? And that is the test before you buy. So you wear them, a little walk with them, and you see that. Are they good? Are they pinching or whatever? And that is it. So Try on shoes. So you try on shoes before you buy, a little walk with them, and then you see if they are good or not. So do you want to try them on? Do you want to try them on?
No thanks.
No, thanks.
2.
How much is this computer?
How much is this computer?
It's on sale for $1,899.
So 2 points here. One of them, it's on sale that we talked about, and the other one for $1,899. So talking about price, we say it is for $20, $1,000, $500, whatever. So for it's on sale for $1,899. If he would say $1,900, we wouldn't have any of these issues. So it's on sale for kind of $1,900.
$1,899?
Do you want to buy it?
Do you want to buy it? That is interesting. Do you want to buy it?
That's okay. I'm just looking.
That's okay. I'm just looking.
3.
This tie isn't bad.
This tie isn't bad. This tie isn't bad. He doesn't say isn't bad. Isn't bad. This tie isn't bad. So, repeating, please do it exactly like what the listening says. This tie isn't bad.
How much is it?
How much is it?
It's $36.95.
It's $36.95. So, talking about prices, you can do 2 things. Number 1, you can go with $36.95. So here you can say it's $36.95, or you can say it is $36.95. So either talk about the dollar and the cent together or not talk about either of them. 2 versions: $36.95, $36.95.
$36.95. Well, maybe I don't really need a tie.
Maybe I don't really need a tie. That's a good strategy.
Thanks anyway.
Thanks anyway. Beautiful. Politeness wherever you go for shopping. Thanks anyway.
4. These shorts are nice, aren't they?
These shorts are nice, aren't they? So, why does he say are? Because we consider shorts, pants, jeans, all of them plural items. So that's why we go with are. These shorts aren't bad, or these shorts are nice. So these shorts are nice. And if you want to talk about their price, you say how much are these shorts? Yeah? How much are these shorts? How much are these shorts? These shorts are nice.
Yes, and they're only $26.95.
They're only $26.95. They.
Do you want to take them?
Do you want to take them? Do you want to buy them?
Yeah, I think I will.
I think I will.
5.
How much are these earrings?
How much are these earrings? So earrings again, plural.
They're only $14.25.
They're only $14.25.
They're nice. I'll take them.
They're nice. I'll take them. I'll take them. So please learn it. I'll take it. I'll take them. I'll take it. I'll take them.
Okay. 6.
That camera looks interesting.
That camera looks interesting.
How much is it?
How much is it?
It's on sale.
It's on sale. So you see now, after listening to 6 pieces, some of the sentences are getting repeated for us. For example, how much is it? How much are they? It's on sale. I'll take it. I'll take them. You see? Repetition.
It was $145,
It was $145.
but now it's only $125.
Now it's only $125. So you see, these sentences, some of them are a little longer, and I want to work on your short-term memory by repeating longer chunks.
Well, I'll think about it.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Okay, this was a very beautiful part. I like the sentences in it. Please listen to it several times. Listening to and people are at the register or with cashiers in store. How much is the total amount they should pay? How much is the change? So one of the meanings of the change is the money paid back to you. You buy something, for example, for $12.50 and you give a $20 bill, and then $7.50 is the thing that the cashier pays you back. That is called the change. So here the numbers are mixed, yeah. Or maybe here the total is $7.50 and the change is $12.50. Either will be okay. You got it? So that is the meaning of change. Let's listen.
Page 47. Track 20.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Okay, first time we listen non-stop, just concentrate on the total and the change. Then we will go sentence by sentence.
1.
Let's see. Soup, that's 2 for $1. And a bottle of shampoo, $6.50. So that comes to $7.50. And your change is $12.50.
Okay, it was written, but in case you want to have speaking, please pause the video and say what he bought, how much it was, and how much the change was. For example, if I want to talk about it, I say he's buying soup, which is 2 for $1, and shampoo. The total comes to $7.50 and the change for him is $12.50. This is a summary of this part, helping my speaking to improve. You please do the same thing. Number 2.
2.
Okay, now let me see what you've got. The DVD, a good one of my favourite movies, is $22.95, and the batteries are on sale for $4.95. So let me see. That comes to $27.90. So here's your change, $2.10.
You got it? Okay, so the total amount is $27.90 and the change is $2.10 or $2.10. If you want to give a review or a summary of that, it is he's buying a DVD, which is the cashier's favorite as well, and batteries. The total is $27.90 and the change is $2.10. Good. Number 3.
3.
Yes, can I help you? Okay, let's see. The newspapers are $1.50 and the magazines will cost another $8.15. Yes, so that's, let me see, $9.65, right? Here's your change, $10.35.
4.
Okay, so the total is $9.65 and the change is $10.35. What did he buy or she buy? Looks like the person is a reader because they are buying magazines, $1.50, newspapers, $1.50, and magazines at $8.15. The total is $9.65 and the amount of change back to them is $10.35.
So you're taking the t-shirt. Nice choice. The color looks good on you. Okay, that's $8.95. Then the socks. They're another $3.20. So that's $12.15. And here's your change, $7.85.
Okay. So the total is $12.15, and the change is $7.85. The person is buying a t-shirt and the cashier thinks that the color looks good on them, and he's buying socks as well, which is $3.20. The total $12.15 and the change 8, 7.85.
5.
I like chocolates too. Okay, that's $9.50 for the chocolates. And chocolate chip cookies too. You really do like chocolate. The cookies are $2.99. So that's $12.49. And here's your change, $7.51.
Okay, so the total is $12.49 and the change is $7.51. Looks like the person has a sweet tooth. I will write all of these down for you. Because they're buying chocolate at $9.50 and chocolate chip cookies at $2.99. Okay?
6.
Is this all? Okay, let's see. Now the magazines are $6.25, and you're taking the book? That's $12. So that comes to $18.25 altogether. And here's your change. That's $1.75.
Okay, here we got another reader. They're buying magazines at $6.25 and a book, which is $12. So the total comes down to $18.25 and the change is $1.75. Interestingly enough, all of these customers paid a $20 bill. A $20 bill. Okay? So let's listen a second time. Please repeat with me, okay? Thank you.
Soup.
1.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Soup. That's 2 for $1.
Soup, that's 2 for $1. So 2 for $1. 2 for $1. It means each of them is 50 cents.
And a bottle of shampoo.
A bottle of shampoo with a stress on poo. A bottle of shampoo.
$6.50. So that comes to $7.50.
That comes to $7.50. That comes to $7.50. I hope you're okay with the stress pattern of 50 and 15. So this one is pronounced 15 with the stress on the second syllable. 15. Teen. And that one is pronounced 50 with the stress on the first syllable. 50. 50. So 15, 50. It's very important talking about prices. That comes to $7.50.
And your change is $12.50.
And your change is $12.50. Altogether, $20.
2.
Okay, now let me see what you've got.
Okay, now let me see what you've got. Let me see what you've got.
The DVD, a good one, one of
The DVD. Stress on the last letter. The DVD. One of good ones.
my favorite movies,
One of my favorite movies
is $22.95,
is $22.95.
and the batteries are on sale for $4.95.
And the batteries are on sale for $4.95. Batteries are on sale for $4.99.95.
So let me see.
So let me see.
That comes to $27.90.
That comes to $27.90. You see, sentences are getting repeated for you. That comes to.
So here's your change.
So here's your change.
$2.10.
$2.10.
3.
Yes, can I help you? Okay.
Yes, can I help you?
Okay, let's see. The newspapers are
The newspapers are
$1.50.
$1.50.
And the magazines will cost another $8.15.
The magazines will cost another $8.15.
Yes, so that's, let me see, $9.65, right?
$9.65. So here, talking about 50 and 15 in this example, you found it out. But one more time, I zero in on it.
Are $1.50. Okay, let's see. The newspapers are $1.50.
The newspapers are $1.50.
and the magazines will cost another $8.15.
8.15. She's putting stress on 15. And that comes to 9.65.
Yes, so that's, let me see, $9.65, right?
9.65. I don't know, I said 55 or 65?
Here's your change, $10.35.
10.35.
4.
So you're taking the t-shirt.
So you're taking the t-shirt.
Nice choice.
Nice choice.
The color looks good on you.
Color looks good on you. The color looks good on you. So 2 points here. Number one, the, which means the color of the t-shirt that you see and I see. The color. It means its color. It means the t-shirt's color. I'm teaching you grammar of the. The color looks good on you. Looks good on you. So memorize this part. Looks good on you. Your friend is, for example, wearing a new t-shirt. Oh, that's beautiful. Looks good on you. This color looks good on you.
Okay, that's
Okay, with the stress on k. Okay.
$8.95. Then the socks.
Then the
They're
socks.
another $3.20.
Another 320.
So that's $12.15. And here's your change, $7.85.
Here's your change.
5.
I like chocolates too.
I like chocolates too.
Okay, that's $9.50 for the chocolates. And chocolate chip cookies
Okay, and chocolate chip cookies.
too. You really do like chocolate.
You really do like chocolate. So, for the sake of emphasis, in previous videos I have talked about this too, but maybe you haven't seen them. You really do like chocolates. You really do like chocolate. So here, double emphasis, I say. We have really and we have do. So you like chocolate. You do like chocolate. Emphasis, okay?
The cookies are $2.99,
The cookies are $2.99.
so that's $12.49. And here's your change, $7.51.
Okay, so in order not to make this video too long, I'm not repeating some of these repetitive sentences, but you can do that.
6.
Is this all? Okay,
Is this all? Is this all? Or is that all? Is this all means nothing else is left? Is this finished? Is that all the things you want to pay for? Is this all?
let's see. Now the magazines are $6.25, and you're taking the book? That's $12.
And you're taking the book?
So that comes to $18.25 altogether.
That comes to $18.25 altogether. So you see, all of these sentences are repeating.
And here's your change. That's $1.75.
$1.75. $1.75. Here, I told you, talk about the dollar and the cent together or not talk about either of them. But in the case of one, the story is different. One, usually they say $1.75, $1.50. That's how they say. And let's go to listening 3. Okay? Comparing prices in the United States and in their country. So people are buying things, or at least they are talking about their prices. And they are comparing whether they are cheaper or more expensive in the United States or in their country. Okay?
Page 48. Track 21. Listening 3. 1. I could never buy a car at home because...
Just please check if it is cheaper or more expensive, a summary of that, and then we will listen to it sentence by sentence.
1. I could never buy a car at home because we pay a very high tax on cars. Only rich people can really afford to buy a car at home. Here in the US, I drive a nice new car and I can easily afford it. You don't have to be rich to own a car, which is great.
Okay, so in the United States, cars are cheaper. And why are they more expensive back home? Because they are paying high taxes. So he feels that in the United States, you don't need to be rich to own a car.
2.
At home, it only costs about $300 a month to rent a nice apartment. That's what I used to pay for a 4-room apartment in a good neighborhood. Here in the US, I pay more than twice that for a much smaller apartment. And it's not in a very nice neighborhood.
So, cheaper in their own country. And if you want to talk about the details, she says, back home, she would pay just $300 for a 4-bedroom apartment. But here, she's paying twice that and for much smaller. And of course, not in a good neighborhood. Okay, number 3.
3. I bought a lot of clothes in my country before I moved to the US because everyone told me how expensive American clothing is. I was kind of surprised that I could get nice clothes here for very reasonable prices. In fact, it costs me less for clothes here than it used to cost me at home.
And clothes? So, he feels that clothes in the United States are cheaper than his own country. And on the advice of others, he brought a lot of clothes from home to the United States. But he was surprised, oh, here prices are lower. Number 4.
4.
In my country, not a lot of people travel by plane because it costs more than most people can afford. But the US is such a big country and the population is large, so you have a lot of people traveling by plane. That's what keeps the prices down. That means I can afford to fly here, and I do it all the time. I couldn't do that at home.
Air travel in the United States is cheaper. She feels it's because the country is vast and because the population is large. So there is a lot of demand for air travel, keeping the price low.
5. Most people send their children to private schools at home because the public schools are not very good. You have to pay a lot to do that, so it's a big expense for many people. Public schools are better in the US, and they're free. So most people here send their children to public schools.
And about tuition, he feels that United States is cheaper because he says public schools in the United States are really good and everybody sends their children to public ones. But back home, if you want proper education, you should send your kids to private schools, which has high tuition. And
6.
Here in the US, you need to have health insurance because it costs a lot to see a doctor or to enter a hospital. At home, you don't have to pay much to see a doctor or go to a hospital because most of the clinics and hospitals are run by the government.
Good. A very important point of North America, hospitals and the medical system. So here you have to pay a lot to visit a doctor in the United States, but back home, most of the clinics and hospitals are run by the government, keeping the prices low. Okay, that was beautiful. Let's go and listen to this part one more time. Would you like to repeat with me or not? Please in the comments write down if you like or if you don't like. But it's really contributing to your speaking and your fluency and stress pattern and sentence and rhythm, all of them. So please repeat with me.
1. I could never buy a car at home because
I could never buy a car at home because
we pay a very high tax on cars.
We pay a very high tax on cars. Pay tax on something. Pay high tax on cars. We pay high tax on cars. So there is tax on something.
Only rich people can really afford to buy a car at home.
Only rich people can really afford to buy a car. Can afford to buy a car. Afford to. Can afford to means have enough money to buy something. For example, this house is so big and expensive, she can't afford to buy it. She can't afford to buy it. Okay.
Home. Here in the US, I drive a nice new car.
Here in the US, I drive a nice new car. Intentionally, I am choosing longer chunks, so please repeat with me.
And I can easily afford it.
And I can easily afford it.
You don't have to be rich to own a car.
You don't have to be rich to own a car.
Which is great.
Which is great.
2.
At home, it only costs about $300 a
At home, it only costs about $300
month to rent a nice apartment.
to rent a nice apartment.
That's what I used to pay for.
That's what I used to pay. So used to talking about past events, past habits that are not happening anymore. I used to pay $300 to rent a nice 4-bedroom apartment.
A 4-room apartment.
A 4-room apartment or a 4-bedroom apartment. A 4-bedroom apartment, and it's not 4 bedrooms. You know about it. We have talked about it, but one more time. So my house has 4 bedrooms. My house has 4 bedrooms. I have a 4-bedroom apartment. I have a 4-bedroom apartment. My house has 4 bedrooms. Or, for example, she is 16 years old. Or she is a 16 year old girl. So all the other words before the main noun are functioning as adjectives for that last noun. That's why we connect them with hyphens. In case you want to know what this symbol is, it is hyphen. If it is 2 times bigger than that, we call it a dash. It should be 2 times that of a hyphen. Okay? If I write before and after these 2, then they will be connected together. So you got it? That is a hyphen, comes to link the words together, but that is a dash, comes to separate the words. I will have one video on communicate what you mean, advanced grammar on this one, but it's not now. We should get to that topic. But for the time being, please know I have a 4-bedroom apartment. Okay?
In a good neighborhood.
In a good neighborhood.
Here in the US, I pay more than twice that for.
Here in the US, I pay more than twice for
a much smaller apartment.
For a much smaller apartment.
And it's not in a very nice neighborhood.
And it's not in a very nice neighborhood.
3. I bought a lot of clothes in my country before I moved to the US because
I bought a lot of clothes in my country before I moved to the US. A little difficult. One more time.
3. I bought a lot of clothes in my country before I moved to the US
I bought a lot of clothes in my country before I moved to the US. So some points here. First, buy, and the past of that is bought. Buy, bought. It is not bought. It is bought. Buy, bought. Like, but the pronunciation is similar to B-U-T. But buy, bought. Okay? And the other thing.
3. I bought a lot of clothes in my country before I moved to the US because.
Before I moved to the US. Capital U, capital S, and sometimes with the final S, sometimes without. Anyway, so the US. Stress on S.
Because everyone told me how expensive American clothing is.
Because everyone told me how expensive American clothing is.
I was kind of surprised that
I
I could get nice clothes here for very
I could get nice clothes here for, look at the pronunciation, preposition, for
reasonable prices.
very reasonable prices. I told you, talking about prices, you employ for. So I could get nice clothes for reasonable prices. I could get nice clothes for reasonable prices. I could get nice clothes for reasonable prices.
In fact, it costs me less for
In fact, it costs me less for
clothes here than it
clothes here than
used to cost me at home.
it used to cost me at home. So one more time.
In fact, it costs me less for clothes here than it used to cost me at home.
In fact, it costs me less for clothes here than it used to cost me in home or back home.
In fact, it costs me less for clothes here than it used to cost me at home.
That it used to cost me at home.
4.
In my country, not a lot of people travel by plane.
What a beautiful sentence. In my country, not a lot of people travel by plane. But what is important here is not a lot of people, negating the subject, making the subject negative. So I don't say a lot of people don't travel. I say not a lot of people travel. So I don't say everyone cannot buy this car. I say not everyone can buy this car. It's so pricey. Not everyone can buy it. Okay?
Because it costs more than most people can afford.
Because it costs more than what most people can afford. Afford, we have talked about it, but something here regarding pronunciation. It costs more than what most people can afford. My point is this S here. She doesn't say it costs more. It's clear that it is costs. So easily you pronounce it, it costs more, as if you are not pronouncing, but in fact everybody knows that you are. So it costs more than what everyone. Listen to it again.
In my country, not a lot of people travel by plane because it costs more than most people can afford.
It costs more than what a lot of people can afford.
But the US is such a big country.
But the US is such a big country.
And the population is large.
And the population is large, so we say large population.
So you have a lot of people traveling by plane.
So you have a lot of people traveling by plane.
That's what keeps the prices down.
That's what keeps the prices down.
That means I can afford to fly here.
I can afford to fly here.
And I do it all the time. I couldn't do that at home.
I couldn't do that at home. I couldn't do that at home.
5. Most people send their children to private schools at home.
Most people send their children to private schools at home. At home means in the country where I come from.
Because the public schools are not very good.
Because the public schools are not very good.
You have to pay a lot to do that.
You have to pay a lot to do that.
So it's a big expense for many people.
So it's a big expense for many people. Expense, noun, and it means it's a big cost. It's a big cost.
Public schools are better in the US.
Public schools are better in the US and
they're free. So most people here send their children to public schools.
Most people here send their children to public schools.
6.
Here in the US, you need to have health insurance.
Here in the US, you need to have health insurance. Look at the stress pause, intonation, rhythm. Here in the US, you have to have health insurance. You see, don't read it like this. Here in the US, you have to have health insurance. Please observe that comma. Here in the US, you have to have health insurance. Okay, this is called stress in sentence rhythm.
Because it costs a lot to see a doctor or to enter
Because it costs a lot to see a doctor or enter
a hospital. At home, you don't have to pay much to see a doctor.
At home, you don't have to pay much to see a doctor.
Or go to a hospital. Because most of the clinics and hospitals are run by the government.
Most of the clinics and hospitals are run by the government. Most of the hospitals are run by the government. Most of the hospitals are run by the government. Two things. Number one, the grammar, it is passive, to be PP. We will talk about it in the blue interchange. You may go to the playlist Speaking and Listening for Intermediate, and that is unit 12 of the blue interchange, talking about the passive. Okay, so number one, the grammar. Number two, run. Why run? What is the meaning of run? Mr. Longman, please help us. Run. And you know that it is a run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, move. Of course, we're not looking for that. Run, meaning to race. No. Meaning through organize, be in charge. Maybe this meaning is the best. I want to see if there is any better match. No, that is the best. So I was looking for manage, but here it says organize. So for a while, she ran the restaurant, means she was the manager. So most of the hospitals are run by the government, means most of them are organized. Most of them are managed by the government. Okay? For example,
many people don't care who runs the country.
Who runs the country? I don't care. It's not important for me. Yeah? Okay, so that is run. And we have two beautiful collocations, well run and badly run. The hotel?
The hotel is well run and extremely popular.
So well run. Or
a state-run television station.
The state-run television station. It means it is controlled by the state or the government. Good. Finished. Okay. So, Unit 12 talking about prices finished. And our next video will be about something delicious. Restaurants. Okay. We will take care of Unit 13 of tactics for listening next session. But as a review of what we talked about today we talked about Unit 12 of tactics for listening, titled prices. We talked about numbers, prices, and comparisons of numbers. Here I told you if you want to write down cents, how you do that. Buck, which means dollar, for example, it's just 20 bucks. It's just 20 bucks. Listening, one here, we talked about this one, which was just $1 shy of or short of. And how much is, how much are. On sale was our collocation, getting repeated a lot today. Sale is different from this sale. Try on, try them on if it is plural. It is on sale for $18.99. Of course, it is not $18.99, it is $1,899. We said that shorts are plural, so we use plural verb for them, plural pronouns for them. I'll take them, I'll take it means I'll buy. In listening to, we had 2 for $1. It was important. The pronunciation of this one, 15. This one, 50. It's important. That looks good on you. Beautiful. For the sake of emphasis, you do like chocolate. And here, something I forgot to show you was chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. So, chocolate chip cookies, these are chocolates with chips of, cookies with chips of chocolate. That's why it is chip. Chocolate chip means pieces. Is that all? Is that everything you want to buy? And here again, because all the bills given were 20, we say $20. So $20 bills. And by bill, we mean the note, the paper money, because the metal one is called coin. So we have coin, we have bill. Okay, I hope you have all the $100 bills possible in your bank account. Okay, in part 3 we said tax on something. Can afford means have this money to buy. Used to, talking about past events, we talked about it. A 4-bedroom apartment, or my apartment has 4 bedrooms. Or a 16-year-old girl, or she is 16 years old. Hyphens they were. Pronunciation of this, but, and the US, the UK, the Netherlands, the Philippines. So I could buy nice clothes for reasonable prices. This one was very beautiful. Not a lot of people, not everyone can afford this house. Cost, the pronunciation of that, expense, which means cost, and run for the sake of management. Yes? Okay? Very beautiful. So my final comments. I am putting these videos for you up in the hopes that you are listening to them and you are repeating with me. This way, I am sure that you're listening, your pronunciation and your speaking all will be better soon. Okay? I hope you have brilliant days ahead of yourself. My back here shows Christmas decoration. So, happy holidays to you. This is the year 2024, which is coming. Okay? I hope you have brilliant holidays ahead of yourself. Take very good care of yourself and bye.